Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing an upper body focused flexibility practice. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today just in a nice comfy seat. If you are able to sit cross-legged, you could start there. You might begin though with your hands on your knees, and we could also cross our arms here. Maybe it's just the wrists, maybe it's kind of the elbows, and maybe we can snug things up a little bit more than that. So if you feel like you're tipping forwards and your fingers, your hands are resting on your knees, you can continue to tip forwards and walk your hands kind of over top of the knees. And you can fold as far as you want to fold. Feeling the arms and shoulders and the back if you're lucky. And then just lifting back up and letting your arms uncross if you did cross them. So if you're sitting cross-legged, we're going to cross our legs the other way, and we're going to cross our arms the other way too. So again, maybe it's just the wrists and you're sitting nice and tall. Maybe as you start to cross your arms a little more and a little more, it kind of takes you into a forward fold. But just see how things feel. Let your body go where it wants to go. Take a breath. And then just slowly lifting up. Again, letting your arms uncross. You can bring your hands back to your knees, and if you want to add a shoulder roll in, you can add a shoulder roll in. We're going to be making our way over though into tabletop, so onto our hands and knees. And we'll start with our fingers pointing forwards. And you could stay here, or you can turn your fingers out to the side, pressing the palms lightly into the ground, or you can go further than that, turning the fingers to point towards the knees, just stretching through the wrists and the forearms for a moment here. You might let your head get a little heavier. You might even close your eye. Just notice how your arms feel here. Be gentle. If you did turn your fingers to point towards the knees, we're going to be bringing them back. Even if your hands are pointing out to the sides, bring them back so everything's pointing forwards again. If you wanted to come off of the hands completely, take a couple wrist circles, a little forearm massage. You could add that in too. But we're going to come back into our tabletop, so onto our hands and knees again. We'll reach our arms forwards and in front, bringing some length into the arms. You can walk your hands over towards the left side. You can walk your fingertips further and further away so that you feel that length through your arms, your side body, as you start to let your chest melt down. Puppy dog, side stretch. Let's use an inhale to lift. Look towards your hands maybe, walk them back to the middle of your mat, and then all the way over towards the right side. So find as much length through your arms as you can. Walk those fingertips away and then slowly lower down. Letting an inhale lift you. Looking towards your hands, walking them back to the middle of your mat, and then actually bring your hands under your shoulders. So you're just in tabletop, and maybe you'll take a little sway or shoulder roll. We're going to be coming onto our tummies though, onto our forearms. You can tuck your elbows under your shoulders, turn your palms to face down. Starting to feel some love through the spine as you squeeze your glutes a little, press your hips into the ground a little, your sphinx. Lift the chest up slightly, drop the shoulders from the ear. Relax your face, keep squeezing your glute. Feel the love through your back, maybe even your belly. Take another inhale, and then as you exhale, you can lower your chest slowly down. Stack your palms, relax your glutes, your legs. Maybe give your hips a bit of a sway side to side. Now we're going to be bringing our left arm out to the side, nice and straight, in line with the shoulder. Maybe your palm can face down. And then rest on your left cheek, look away from your arm. You can start to roll onto your left side a little bit. And if you wanted to add a bit of a twist here, if it's available, you could take your right leg back behind you a little bit more and a little bit more. Just trying to turn the hips a bit to feel that arm and shoulder, but maybe also a twist through the spine. And just using an inhale to gently come back over all the way onto your belly. You can move your left arm in wherever you'd like. Maybe you'll be stacking your palms, resting your forehead, taking a gentle sway of the hips maybe. And then just letting your right arm come out to the side when you're ready for it. Check on it. Make sure it's nice and straight in line with your shoulder. Maybe your palm can be facing down as well. Rest on your right cheek. And then if you'd like to start to roll onto the right side, that left leg might start to move too. Maybe a little further behind you, maybe a little further behind you, just to get those hips to turn, to feel that twist. We're just optional. Let's use another inhale to find our way back over onto our bellies again. And you can take your right arm, bring it in. Maybe you'll be stacking your palms, resting your forehead on top. And then bringing your hands by your shoulders so that we can push ourselves up, back onto our knees. Give the hips a little bit of a sway side to side, maybe the shoulders, a little bit of a roll. And then you can cross your ankles and take a seat again. Crossed legs, maybe to start. We're just going to do the same thing we did at the start, but maybe we can cross our arms just a little bit more. Maybe it's the same. But if you want to take it into a tip forwards, take it into a tip forwards and keep walking your hands over top of the legs to bring as much length into your arms as you can to snug things up more. Is letting an inhale lift you if you are folding, and you can slowly uncross your arms. You can begin to cross your legs the other way, the arms as well. If you need a shoulder roll, take a shoulder roll, and then just start to walk the hands over to the edges of the legs, maybe over top of the knees, whatever feels good, and maybe folding forwards too. We can let an inhale bring us back up. Your arms can uncross. Your legs could even uncross if you'd like. Give them a hug or a squeeze. Rock side to side. Maybe making your way into whatever comfy seat that you would like though. And just bringing your hands together in front of you. Lengthen your spine. That is it. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the day. And until next time, namaste.